Hey, greetings, Gary with Blended BRV. As you can see on the waves in the back and the my flag waving, cars going by on this long beach out at North Padre Island. I've got a sweet little Christmas story for you that I'd like to share. As you remember, my friend Dan was on the last videos, and he decided to go back to Nome. So we were leaving Port Isabel and heading out to Corpus Christi, where he was going to be taking off the next day. And when we took off from Port Isabel, there was really strong headwinds, and so I just couldn't get any power. But boy, oh boy, was it eating the gas up. So I got down to about a half a tank of gas. And I told Dan, I said, Dan, well, we'll stop at the next station. You know, there's bound to be a place soon. You know, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of big trucks. So we're getting down to about a quarter of a tank, and we're thinking, well, and then we saw this sign that said no service for 60 miles. Actually saw it way back. So now we're looking for a place to turn around so we can go back, because Dan checked his phone, and that phone said that there was gas at about 18 miles back. So now we're still a little bit panicky because we're getting right down there. It wasn't actually touching the bottom yet, but it was close. So we turned around, got on the freeway, heading back. And on our way back, we saw this state trooper. And so I pulled off and went over there and talked to him and said, I rolled my window down and I talked to him and I said, hey, you have any gas? We're right on empty. And he said, no, I don't have any gas. And then I asked him, I said, where is the closest gas? And he said, you are right in the middle. And he said, it's about 20 miles this way and it's about 18 miles that way. So that was the direction we were traveling. So we said, well, thank you, sir. And we headed on down the road. So we're down, maybe 10 miles down the road. And I'm telling Dan, I said, how close is it now, Dan? And he said, 8 miles. And then he said, Gary, he says, isn't that state trooper that's following us? I looked back and I said, no, I don't think the state troopers in Texas have a white hood. And so we just went on down the way, and then sure enough, about a mile later, we saw another state trooper, and sure enough, he had a white hood. So Dan says, oh man, that state trooper is following us. And he said, boy, that makes me feel better. So we're just praying a bunch and just hoping, that now we're pegged out. We're just, I don't know what's going to happen any minute. We're going to cough down and stop. But Lord willing, we made it all the way to the gas station. As we pulled off the freeway, the trooper followed us. So we got all the way to the gas pump and literally ran out of gas right at the gas pump. My tank is a 15-gallon tank. Wish it was bigger. But I put in 14.9 gallons. Boy, we were running on fumes. So as we were doing that, the state trooper pulls up alongside of us, and we got out and went over there and shook his hands and said, man, we just really appreciate you following us. And he said, yeah. And he said, I thought I'd if you ran out of gas, I'd follow you. If you ran out of gas, I'd go get you some gas. And then he said, you guys have enough money. And I know in my rig here, it looks like I'm kind of a homeless guy, but no, we had plenty of money. But we shook the guy's hand and, thanked him. He just really made us feel good. But when I say that the Lord rescues me, it's because of my faith, I believe, or whatever it is. It seems like there's always somebody there to help me. And so I just wanted to share this Christmas story with you, basically to say that, people are really basically good. I don't care who they are, police or your neighbors, or people helping people is where it's at, and we all know that. It gives us a good feeling when we can help our neighbors. So I wanted to share this nice little Christmas story with you. It is the 25th of December, and so I just want to say goodbye. With my flag flying in the back and the waves slapping up against the shore. And I would ask you to subscribe to my site, share it if you'd like. Make sure you touch that little bell so every time I post something, you'll get notification. So again, thank you. God bless, and be safe.